intro. It's been like a year and a half. Let me look it up.
Good morning. That was a close-up.
And welcome to Into Chaos, the vlog series where we are embracing the chaotic nature of adventure. You can tell I'm not in Nebraska anymore. My life has changed drastically since I originally made this video, but I did not finish making this video, so here we are. I'm gonna finish this video about my bed. I just want to give you guys an idea of how much space there really is in here. With the chairs all the way forward, I mean, look at this. Look at all this room. So much room. More room than I need or can use. Obviously, the bed will take up most of it, but it's just crazy how much room there is. I'm about to start vacuuming. Look how dirty that is. So dirty. So much dirt. And then we'll start installing the bed. Hopefully I'll have it done by this weekend because I'm going camping this weekend. With the vacuuming done, now I'm gonna wipe it all down. From the other side. This is a lot louder than I realized. Secondly, it's 10 o'clock at night. I probably shouldn't do this right now. I'll do that again in the morning. I'm done for now, I guess. Definitely not perfect. Definitely not even very good. Crazy thing is, I have a date at 2, and it's almost 1:15, and this place is a wreck. I need to go. Now we're gonna finish this video off by taking a look at what the bed looks like right now. So, there it is. It's kind of hard to tell. I've already tested it, I've already slept in it once. So I'm actually gonna test it again tomorrow, because I'm using a different mattress now than I originally had in it. You can see the mattress, how it's in here. This is my back seat, or was my back seat, I guess. And so you've got my pillows. My philosophy for why I have so many pillows, and they're kind of big pillows, is because it's like a nest, right? And when you get in there, you choose which pillow you're gonna sleep on, and then the other pillows you use to kind of cover up the windows and give yourself some privacy. Then in the back, we've got this. Let me show you how it works, and yeah, how I did it. what all is going on underneath. And you'd probably be able to do it better than me, but this is good enough for now. I spent only $100 on all of the equipment, all of the stuff. So under the wool blanket, we have this, and then I'm gonna take this out real quick so that you can see the bed underneath. All right, so this is what I was cutting a year and a half ago now. Holy cow. Time flies. Yeah, maybe I should update you. Yeah, I live in Idaho now. Only a few weeks after that original video is when I moved out here. The reality is, I'm removing the bed, which is a perfect opportunity to explain to you how the bed works. I'm removing the bed because I have some seriously big plans for this little Honda Accord. Including dropping a V8 and 4-wheel drive into it. But anyway, so the bed has to go, although it will get upgraded. There's basically 3 parts that need to go. I need to remove the trunk, I need to remove the center bridge, and I need to remove the back seat portion. In order to make sure I could still access everything underneath, both of these are just on these big gnarly hinges. You guys may remember these pieces right here. I still have them. That I wasn't sure whether they were structural or not. So turns out maybe I did a lot of testing. So I took them off and I put them back on, and I took them off and put them back on. Nobody really had an answer for me, so I did that a few times, each time driving longer and longer distances with them off, and as far as I can tell, there's no real effect. I'm guessing in an accident it would probably matter, so don't get in accidents. That's a good thing to not do. Man, this bed, it's clearly not even, and it's not. There's no part of this that is level. However, in order to use it, those of you who watched the first video are gonna find this ironic, but I have the donut still, and I just slide the donut into the middle. It just so happens to be height to get this almost level. Not quite, but almost level. In the back, I do essentially the same principle, except I use these. I don't know exactly what thickness they are, but they are exactly the right thickness to get it almost level. I put them on these sides, so I still have all of this space for various storage. Usually my larger tools, my axes and stuff. I've used it countless times now. Every time I go on a road trip, it's great. If I get tired at the wheel, I pull over, I can jump in the back, take a 20-minute nap, and I'm back on the road. So that's the biggest plus. That and like sleeping, I pull over at some truck stop or basically anywhere that trucks go to sleep, and I'm all sealed up. Everything's sealed up. I don't have to get out of my vehicle to go to sleep. I don't have to get out of my vehicle to wake up in the morning. It's just it's a pretty simple scenario. I also love it because I'll go from sleeping right here to sitting up here in like a matter of seconds, and like eat my breakfast up here, or yeah, there's just, I love it. I love it. I love having a bed in the back. This has turned out to be a really, really good idea. Now I'm going to disassemble it so you really get a good idea of exactly how I attached it, and this will help you if you're actually going to try and do something like this, because it worked really well for me. Now, while I disassemble this, let me talk to you real quick about mattresses. My first mattress, I used it for about a week and then realized it was not going to work. And the reason was it was a really thick mattress, and so it filled up most of this space. And so you do want a thinner mattress, and it had to be a twin or some other smaller mattress in general. My second mattress was a little bit smaller and worked better. Then I ruined that mattress my first year at Wasteland. I got another mattress. Altogether, I've gone through 4 mattresses. They've all been twins, and they've all worked pretty well. When you have a mattress in your trunk, it's really easy to ruin it, because life and stuff. You'll want to replace your mattress more often than you would your home mattress, which means you probably won't get as expensive of a mattress, and if you don't get as expensive a mattress, it might not be as comfortable. You get my point. It is a small amount of space, so if you are a big person, you know, you've only got from here to here for your leg. In my case, it's not a big deal. Well, I'm average. I'm a pretty average guy. If you were 6 foot, the length probably won't be a problem, but whatever width you are, that could be a problem. Yeah, so if you're a big person, big boned or fluffy, it might not be a very good, comfortable solution for you. If I were gonna do it again, I would do it a lot different, because since then I've learned how to weld. The next iteration of this will be a lot more complicated, and not something that everybody can do. But this level, I mean, anybody can do this. You go down to the hardware store and you get some nuts and bolts and you make it work. I would say one of the big considerations to take in is sound. The amount of sound that this bed makes, just in general, is a lot. Like when you're driving around, it is noisy in my car, especially if I don't have a mattress in, which I often don't if I'm in a scenario where I need to be able to pack a lot of things in. Another thing to take into consideration is trunk space. One of the things I really underestimated was how much space the bed itself was going to take up. The trunk, it's usable. I can put things in there, but I can't put things like suitcases or big stuff that you would normally put in your trunk. Doesn't fit anymore. My bed takes up most of my trunk, and my pillows take up the rest of my trunk. Wow, I said that really informatively, like this was some kind of documentary. I mean, I wouldn't mind if this channel were a documentary channel. Like a documentary channel about me. Like instead of a normal vlog, it was like documentary style. The life of, not interesting enough. Now, if we want to, we can also talk about things I wish I had done differently. Finding a better solution for how to get the different planks level, that would have been nice. Something more permanent. Like I said, I don't like temporary solutions, and I only ever ended up using temporary solutions for that problem. The other thing is this guy. This is my back windshield, and I have this thing, all this, that is in my way. When I'm sleeping down here, I've got my thighs are basically up against, or nearly up against this while I sleep. And I sleep on my back. I don't stir a whole lot. It's not a really big deal for me. If I were gonna do it again, I would go back through and I would cut this off, cut this out. If structurally necessary, I would weld in some pipe to hold it in place. But for the most part, this thing has gotta go. Now I'm gonna keep this section together because I might, I don't know, but I might be reusing various parts of this bed in the new configuration. Actually, no, I almost certainly won't be, because it's gonna be a queen. Now this next part is the most technically difficult part of the entire build, connecting this to my frame. There happen to be two holes. The frame section is hollow, which means you can put a nut or the bolt through from the underside and then the nut on top. Well, that means that this bolt can, when you loosen it or when you're trying to put it in, it can come free inside of this hollow space. So I just kept my finger under here when I was putting it in, and I pushed it up through. Yeah, vice versa. You'll figure it out. Being brave is a good thing to be, so most people eventually learn how to do it. Oh, it's best to use your pinky because your pinky can fit through that hole, or at least in my case. There we go. That's how it's done. Those are the pieces and nuts and bolts of how to install, or at least how I installed a bed in my Honda Accord. Tune in next time to see me install a queen size bed. Pretty stoked about it. Also, hit that bell, stay well, and I'll see you when I see you. I haven't done that outro in so long. I don't even remember if I still do that outro in this vlog. It's funny.